for playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Raiders going to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, it was a November day in Miami, Florida. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here. Hi, everyone. Brandon Guyton, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners are 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete. It's Sims. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Let's go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. A host of Raiders in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. To throw now on 2nd and 10. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain. Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And dare I say, luck was on their side last drive. The short field goal was missed, so they went unscathed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think you nailed it perfectly. Fortunate, because he's not supposed to miss from that distance. No way at all. But the flip side now, though, is he did. And you know there's been a little chatter about that along the way as they went off the field. They're going to try and stay in his head now and see if they can force him into more misses just like that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Deion Sims is tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Here we go now. Green.
Now Moore. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So it'll be first down here after the run.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Red 18. Red 18.
Carr to throw on second down. Surveying the field. This one caught left side by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. Here's Murray. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. Again, it's Murray. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
More now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Dan Williams there to make the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he finds Stills complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Now it's Ajayi, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And all the way in touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. Got that fumble recovery last event.
It's a pretty good swing, isn't it? Maybe you're going to give up a touchdown. Instead, you score a touchdown. Great swing, great momentum changer for your team.
And they'll be looking to build off that momentum on this drive. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's complete. It's Sims. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now Moore. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 18 on that one. And the Dolphins have a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run with Ajayi. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Carr now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On first down, Carr. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
That is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1 receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes...
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
This one caught left side by Cooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second down, here's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll begin begin the drive with Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've reached halftime. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And 4th down coming up. Here's Marquette King now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Landry. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
More now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Card out a throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe
Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Now Moore. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
All right, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver.
The plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. More now. And it's caught by Parker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Stills the intended target, and it's third and short. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now more. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Again, it's Murray. And some space here. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them. In fact, some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's an 8-yard pick. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, Murray. A little 360. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go back to Murray on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the lead is now an even 30. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. And no return on this. This one is the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A road win in the National Football League.